What up, y'all? This is my second rant of the day, and this is going to be in a very emotional rant, if you read the title of it. Today, we celebrate the life and legacy of a former child star, a child actor, former child actor. And that former child actor is Gary Coleman. Today has been 10 years since we lost him. I can't believe it's been that long. If you know who Gary Coleman was, he was best known as the character Arnold Jackson on the NBC sitcom Different Strokes from 1978 to 1986. Along with Different Strokes, he was also the star of his own animated show, The Gary Coleman Show, in 1982. And he voiced Kevin in the animated series Waynehead on the Kids WB from 1996 to 1997. Gary Coleman was born in Zion, Illinois on February 8, 1968. He was adopted by W.G. Coleman, a forklift operator, and Edmonia Sue, a nurse. Due to focal segmental, a kidney disease, and his face kept a childlike appearance even through adulthood. His growth was limited to 4 feet 8 inches. He underwent 2 unsuccessful kidney transplants in 1973 and 1984 and required frequent dialysis. Gary Coleman began his career in 1974 when he appeared in a commercial for Harris Bank. His line was, "You should have a Harris banker." The same year, he appeared in an episode of Medical Center. But like I said before, Gary Coleman's best known role is as Arnold Jackson on Different Strokes, where he played one of 2 black brothers from Harlem adopted by a wealthy white widower in Manhattan. Different Strokes ran on NBC from 1978 to 1986. He later became known by his character's catchphrase, "What you talking about, Willis?" uttered skeptically in response to statements by Todd Bridges' character Willis. He earned $100,000 per episode of Different Strokes. According to Todd Bridges' autobiography, Killing Willis, Gary Coleman was made to work long hours on the set of Different Strokes despite his age and health problems, which contribute to his being unhappy and separating himself from the cast. Gary Coleman became a popular figure, starring in a number of feature films and television films, first appearing in the baseball comedy film The Kid from Left Field in 1979. He soon made his debut with the comedy feature On the Right Track in 1981. During his time on Different Strokes, Gary Coleman also had his own animated series, The Gary Coleman Show, in 1982. He also voiced Kevin on the Kids WB show Waynehead from 1996 to 1997. In the years prior to his death, Gary Coleman made several television appearances. I remember when he appeared in the last episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He appeared in an episode of The Jamie Foxx Show. He voiced the fictional character of himself on one episode of The Simpsons. And I remember that one episode he was on Drake and Josh about the Gary Coleman grills. That episode where he was on Drake and Josh was really funny. And it's really hard to watch that episode noticing that him and Richard Biggs are no longer with us. Few very details of Gary Coleman's medical history have been made public. His short stature, 4 feet 8 inches or 142 centimeters, stemmed to kidney disease and its treatment. He underwent at least 2 unsuccessful kidney transplants early in his life and required frequent dialysis, which he preferred not to discuss. In 2009, Gary Coleman underwent heart surgery, details of which were never made public, but he is known to have developed pneumonia. In January 2010, Gary Coleman was hospitalized after a seizure in Los Angeles, and in February, he suffered another seizure on the set of Insider. Oh, let me show y'all this interview that Gary Coleman had back in 2010 on the Insider. I totally forgot about that. Gary Coleman was very pissed off during this interview.
She went not just this way, she called the
this
police
interview
and said
right
that he
here.
assaulted her.
Gary's mugshot. Arrested and booked last month, Gary joined the panel to tell his side of the story. But watch when he and guest panelist attorney Lisa Bloom go at it.
You know what? If people would want to believe that I assault my wife at 4'7" and she's 5'6", then they can believe that all day long. I don't care.
Why don't you flat out deny it then, right here? Because otherwise everyone's going to look at this and say he's waffling around and he probably did it.
I don't waffle. There is no abuse that goes on in my house. I don't waffle. Now, if people believe that I'm waffling, then they can go do what they need to do.
Did you abuse your wife? Did you abuse her? Did you lay your hand on
And you
her?
know what? You can go the same place.
Did you lay your hands on your wife, Gary Coleman? Because she says
drown
you
yourself
did.
in the ocean.
She says you did.
You know what? I have this on my head because I fell down the stairs. I don't want people thinking that my wife is abusing
Why don't
me.
you want to answer the question about whether you abused
Because
your
you
wife?
can go
And everything else. Pardon me?
You can go yourself.
Really?
And quit asking.
Really,
Is that
Gary
your wife?
Coleman?
Yes, I have to, if I need to, but I don't. And I don't know you, and I don't care about
And
you.
is this the kind of
and your
anger that
life
leads to your physical
doesn't
assault?
matter to
What?
me.
Let me tell you
So
what
if my life doesn't matter to you, drown tonight, or get hit by a bus tonight, I'm not gonna care because she's pushing my buttons, and I don't like her now. And the next thing I'm gonna do is leave. So all you.
Can't believe it.
Gary, come back.
No, you.
Wow, that was hard to watch. And joining us now with perspective on what we sat through there and Gary's tirade is behavioral psychologist, expert Dr. Charles
Wow,
Stokely.
Gary Coleman. I can't
Side by
believe
side, which is-
he got pissed during that interview. On May 26, 2010, 2 days before his death, Gary Coleman was admitted to Utah Valley Regional Medical Center in Provo, Utah, in critical condition after falling down the stairs at his home and hitting his head, possibly after another seizure, and suffering from epidural hematoma. Hold on a minute. So like I said, Gary Coleman was admitted to Utah Valley Regional Medical Center in Provo, Utah on May 26, 2010 after falling down the stairs at his home and hitting his head after suffering another seizure. By mid-afternoon on May 27, he was found unconscious and he was on life support. Sadly, on this day, May 28, 2010, he died at 12:05 p.m. at the age of 42. I can't believe it. It's been 10 years since he died. First time I heard about Gary Coleman's death was I was on my way to work And I text my friend Mike Henry saying that he passed away at the age of 42, and he texts back, I can't believe he died. Gary Coleman was my favorite cast member of Different Strokes, him and Todd Bridges. 42 is a really young age. I just can't believe it's been 10 years. So to finish off this Remembering Gary Coleman rants, I am going to show you clips of Different Strokes of him saying his character's catchphrase. What you talking about, Willis? Okay, here we go.
Suit. What you talking about, Kimberly? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Mr. D? What you talking about, Adelaide? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Oscar? What you talking about, Mary? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Mister? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Manny? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Cousin? What you talking about, Mister? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Santa? What you talking about, Mr. D? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Doctor? What you talking about, Dad? Over. What you talking about, Aunt Cecilia? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Doctor? What you talking about, Sam? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Lady? What you talking about, Kimberly? What you talking about, Dudley? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Knight Rider? What you talking about, Mr. D? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Lisa? What you talking about, Adelaide? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Mr. Sloan? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Miss Claremont? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Rabbi? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Mister? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Ace? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Robbie? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Angela? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Kimberly? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Denise? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Lady? What you talking about, Teresa? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Doctor? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Kathy? What you talking about, Miss Gandy? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Mr. Stone? What you talking about, Dudley? Here's looking at you, kid.
State Farm is announcing the Good Neighbor.
That catchphrase will be remembered for a long time. With that being said, that's going to wrap up my Remembering Gary Coleman rant. It's been 10 years since he's been gone, and I still can't believe it. If you're not new here, give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and leave a comment down below on what is your favorite Gary Coleman moment. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content, and hit that notification bell for my next rant. And I'll catch you tomorrow for my 5th video game review of 2020, Injustice: Gods Among Us, for the PS3, Xbox 360, and the Wii U. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Rest in peace to Gary Coleman, February 8th, 1968 to May 28, 2010. Your legacy will definitely live on forever.